Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Waylon and welcome back to Goalkeeper Career Mode in FIFA 21. In the last episode, we got our asses handed to us against Colchester in the Carabao Cup.
What? What the f*** was that?
Effectively knocking us out of that campaign. I guess it allows us to focus primarily on the Premier League, which is a good thing, but you know, it kind of sucks that we ended up getting kicked out so early on in that cup. One thing of note, it looks like in the last episode I forgot to show one of the games. It looks like we did end up winning our first Premier League match against West Brom. So that means we are sitting with 1 win and 2 losses so far in this campaign with 3 points. So let's head to some games in the Premier League and hopefully take some more points this episode. Let's get started. A bright sunny day to start off my Premier League campaign, the very first game of my career in the Premier League. Let's see if I can make an impact very early on and hopefully bring Leeds United to the top of the table. After Leicester City winning the league a few years ago, anything is possible, but I'm hoping for at least a top 6 finish, maybe get in that Europe play for next season. So let's try to win some games. Let's try to do something. Right now we're sitting near relegation. Let's get out of that zone. It's too close for danger. And when I wish for a good start to my season, it came very early on, 5 minutes in. A good passing play, putting it past the keeper near post. Harrison there to send it home. And we are up 1-0 very early on against Wolves. A very quick start to a very important game. Early on in the season, every point counts, every point matters, and it's good to get the ball rolling very quickly so we can build up that momentum as we head throughout the season, because there will be games where we might drop some points and we just need to keep holding on. Jack Harrison with that amazing goal to put us up 1-0. And on my side of the field in the 25th minute, I had to make a miraculous save, keeping us up in this game. And again, Wolves didn't stop there. 33rd minute, passing it off, but defender just getting in the way. Thank goodness for that. I scoop up the ball very comfortably. However, in the 43rd minute, it all went to waste, where they got an open striker, João Moutinho, right in front of me. He said, "How do you do?" And he ended up smashing it past me. Defense was nowhere in sight. Once again, just a wide open attacker. Where was my defense? Gotta be a little closer to him. He had the pick of the litter for shots, ends up shooting to my left, putting it past me, and it is tied up 1-1. We wouldn't take that lightly though in the 53rd minute, trying with the beautiful header, but the keeper up to the task, stopping that attempt. And back and forth we went in the 60th minute, Wolves putting it again past me. Man, it's a tough one this season. It's tough for me to acclimatize to new surroundings, new team, new league. I gotta do well. I can't be letting these shots in. João Moutinho once again. He has 2 goals past me this game. So we were down a goal, but it ain't over until the ref blows the final whistle. 71st minute, a beautiful 1-2 passing play leads to our striker wide open, and he puts it past the keeper as well. It is 2-2. He immediately runs over to the coach for a magnificent celebration. You know, being down and almost out of the game and finally making our way back to tie it up. It's just an amazing feeling. Oh man. And as the game wrapped up, we almost had a scare there, but defender putting his life on the line to block the shot. Ultimately, it would be a final score of 2-2, each team coming away with 1 point apiece. And that would be it. I could have done way better, but unfortunately, my first game in the Premier League didn't yield great results. A match rating of 6.8, 2 goals conceded. Unfortunately, 1 shot was caught, 1 shot was parried. An okay game by far for my first game, but things need to be better for sure. If I continue in this way, then I won't be lasting long on this team. After that tie, it was off to the transfer deadline day where we could see if we could pick up some players. However, coach had some other idea instead. Instead of buying players, he decided to ship them out. You want a player? You can have a player. You can have a player. Everybody gets a player. Notable transfers: Bamford going, Rodrigo going. There is our front line right there. Hopefully that doesn't affect us in our next game, as we have to now reset with a very new team. After that major selling spree in the transfer deadline day, we are heading back to the Premier League for another game. It is Newcastle United against Leeds United. Let's see if we can turn it around. The second game for me. Let's see if I can maybe come away with some good saves, a clean sheet in the books as well. I still need to complete that as one of my goal objectives. Newcastle being the tough team, they're playing at home, so they got the fans supporting them. And then there's us on the other side. Pretty much brand new team, so we have to start from scratch, get that chemistry back up. And boy, oh boy, did the cracks of our team chemistry show early on. 10th minute in, Gale putting it past me. 1-0 to Newcastle. Just out of arm's reach on the right side. Had no chance there. Sometimes I wish I could just become bigger so that I could just block the shots, but in this case, it just didn't happen. And unfortunately, they are up very early in this game. You should know the Leeds United way though. 16th minute in, from our end of the field, a beautiful 1-2-3-4 passing leads to Rafinha one-on-one with the keeper just there, and he slots it home very comfortably, very easily to tie it up 1-1. Newcastle had no time to party, no time to celebrate their goal because it was level before they even knew it. We're back on equal terms. This is where the game begins. Holy crap, was it one-sided. 27th minute, they score again to put them up 2-1. Their striker just one-on-one with me. I should have maybe ran out a little sooner, but when he kicked it, it was going in any day of the week. 2-1 is the score right now, and unfortunately that would set the precedence for the rest of the game. Newcastle just dominating with the possession, with the shots, had to make some crucial saves to keep it at least a 1-goal game. Our team was not, it felt like they were not even there. I don't know what was going on, just shot after shot after shot. What was I gonna do but stop them all? That's all I could do. That's all I could try to do. But eventually, you know, you save as many as you can, but the cracks start to appear. And in the 60th minute, Shelby getting the ball and puts it past me. Newcastle up 3-1. I honestly have no words. I don't know what to say. Our coach, manager, maybe screwed us this season. I get that Premier League clubs have to run a business, have to get some profit with selling their players, but you don't just go and sell the whole team. That's just suicidal. Like how can you cope with such a new team in the middle of a season? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if this was the right decision. I don't know if this was the right team to pick. And yeah, of course, they score 4. I mean, what's the point? It was over before it even began. We just did not have the chances today. And they punished us. Gale with 2 goals. Newcastle United 4. Leeds United 1. We drop points. Ladies and gentlemen, we only have 1 win so far in the Premier League. What's going on? We need a wake-up call. I ended up with a match rating of 7.5. Obviously, because even though I conceded 4 goals, I did have 3 shots caught, 4 shots parried. So I tried my best, but it was just too much for one person to do all at once. On to the next one, I guess. On to the next game. After that wake-up call, getting spanked by Newcastle, we are back with another game. Sheffield United against Leeds United. Let's see if we can take a win. Get out of this rut. Get out of this losing streak. Let's get some wins on the board. Let's get some 3 points as we play another game. That's all I hope for. You know, a clean sheet would be nice as well. It would be a bonus cherry on top of the cake. As you can see on the table, we are not even in the top 10. We are sitting in 16th place, almost near relegation. That is somewhere you don't want to be sitting. Your back's against the wall, and all you have to do is just fight for 3 points to just stay away from that bottom 3 teams. And unlike last game, we came to play early on. Once again, fantastic find, fantastic through ball, splitting the defense, and Umut sending it home 1-0 to Leeds United. This is what we need. This is what we came to play for. A fantastic start. Just keep the momentum going and we can see this game to its final conclusion and bag home the 3 points in the end. And if you thought the party only stopped with the 1 goal, you're sadly mistaken. We end up scoring the second one very soon after. Oh man, it's finally good to get some goals under our belt. You know, I needed a break after saving all those shots the last game. You know, I was pretty tired. You know, my arms were hurting a little bit, my leg, and especially my back. I think, yeah, my back was hurting quite a bit, you know, carrying all those saves. But my team did definitely showed out to play today, and I'm so glad. Making it 3-0 in the 65th minute. Oh man, just a fantastic game all around. I think the loss against Newcastle sparked something in us, opened our eyes. It was our wake-up call. You know, things need to change early on because we can't continue losing these games. Yeah, in the 69th minute, I did end up letting a goal in. It was my fault. Brewster putting it past me. I was a little bit flat-footed, you know, not many chances for Sheffield, and I guess this was their consolation goal, so to speak. But ultimately, that would be the game. 3-1, the final score against Sheffield United, our second win. That means we have 6 points in the league so far. Ladies and gentlemen, it has not been the best last couple of games, but at least we end this episode on a banger. 3-1, the final score. I end up with a match rating of 7.0 with 1 goal conceded, 2 shots were caught, 0 shots were parried with 1 ball stripped. A nice game for the whole team. Yes, I let in a goal, but in the end, all that matters is for us to get the W, and we did just that. Our team should be happy. Our team should be proud. On to the next games. Hopefully, it only goes up from here.
What? What the f*** was that?